So what happens when the smartest people in the world just can't agree on anything? Today, we're going to crack open the philosopher's toolkit to see how one thinker, Victor Cousin, tried to call a ceasefire in a full-blown war of ideas.
You know, it's a question that feels like it could be about today, right? But believe it or not, it's the exact same problem that pushed 18th century philosophy right to its breaking point.
All right, so to really get a handle on the solution, we first need to understand the conflict. Let's paint a picture of this philosophical battlefield.
The world of ideas back then was pretty much a war zone. I mean, you basically had to pick a side, and the two main camps could not have been more different in how they thought we come to know, well, anything at all.
And these two armies, they had totally different playbooks. On one side, you've got the empiricists, guys like Locke and Condillac. They argued that everything we know comes through our senses. If you can't see it, touch it, or taste it, well, it just isn't real. Simple as that. Then, on the other side, you had the rationalists, like Reid and Kant. They were all about the power of pure reason, believing our minds already hold certain fundamental truths that our senses could never teach us.
And here's the thing. Both sides kind of had a point, right? The empiricists were right that our senses matter. The rationalists were right that reason is powerful. But because both sides were so dug in, insisting that only their piece of the puzzle was correct, philosophy just ground to a halt. It was a complete and total deadlock.
Okay, so this is where our guy, the French philosopher Victor Cousin, steps onto the scene. He takes one look at this philosophical mess and proposes a totally radical, but also brilliantly simple way to move forward.
He called his method eclecticism. And let's be clear, this isn't just, grabbing your favorite ideas from a buffet. It was a really disciplined process. Cousin argued that instead of being a soldier for one camp, a true philosopher should be more like a detective, sifting through every single system to find that valuable kernel of truth hidden inside.
And the process itself, it's awesome. Step 1, you look at every viewpoint with an open mind, no bias. Step 2, you play the judge. You carefully sift out what's valid from what's not. And then the final step, you take all those little bits of truth and you build something bigger, something more complete and powerful. See? It's all about building up, not tearing down.